meme on the internet? It's like the Chelsea team bus, and there was like 5 levels to it.
Mate, no joke. They've got 8 goalkeepers. 8 goalkeepers in the squad.
We're talking about Man City and FFP. What the hell is that? Like, Odegaard is at that level of some of the, like, you know.
I don't think.
At what level? Hold on. One sec. Let the man speak. Let the man speak. At what level?
Well, I think like superstar, you know, world-class level.
I don't think so. There's a lot going wrong. Where do you start? You don't know where to start.
When you're getting rid of Anthony.
But you're right. But this is what I'm saying. You weed out the week.
That is one of the worst signings in
100%
era.
Zidane or Ronaldinho. We're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast. I'm your host, Jay Dan. And on the bench today, I got with me the Man United man. Can we not talk about Man United for 7,700 million times today, please?
We'll speak about Man United.
Funny enough, it's the first game. But yeah, so you got your chance, all right? And also on the bench today, we got a singer from the... No, you know, we call it a singer?
Yeah, singer from the Half-Timers.
From the Half-Timers band. He's got a Gareth Southgate song. That's how I found you on Instagram.
Yeah.
I had a song about Gareth. How do you feel about Gareth anyway?
Listen, got to show love for Gareth. No, I'm not devastated, but, you know, my pop career would have obviously had a bit more longevity to it.
Definitely.
Everyone, or he stayed on.
I know, man.
Yeah, a bit gutted for like for more like selfish reasons, you know?
Yeah. Also, I see you went to Germany as well, man. How did you get there on I just one of the interviews. What's that app called?
Yeah, so Car Blah Blah.
Car Blah Blah.
Yeah. It's a carpooling website.
Yeah.
It's like an Airbnb, but for carpooling. And I went with 3 random guys. One guy, nice C-class Merc, drove us all the way to Germany and made some friends for life. That's
really
crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. What was the experience? Did you get into the game then?
Nah, I didn't get
into
the
the
game.
game.
Didn't have the dollar, mate. Didn't have the dollar,
What was the tickets going for?
Between like 1.4 and 1.6 was the rate. Yeah,
That's too much, man.
A couple of scousers were like, "Listen, lad, come with me. I'll get you in." Like, you know, they were serious. They were like, "I've gone to every final. I've never paid," and I was tempted to go with them. They looked after me. They were nice, but I had to get about and do some other bits and bobs while I was there.
But the atmosphere must have been sick, though.
Yeah, mate. Like, it was next level. Like, you know, you hear about England fans in those situations, like, but when you actually see it. In the flesh, like they're nuts. They're crazy. Yeah, and it was really cool to be there and get that atmos. Yeah,
nice. I can imagine. All right, we're gonna touch on the Man City game, the Community Shield,
the Man United game,
Man City game.
I'm gonna back you up on this one. It's the Man City game.
The Man City game. I do believe they won.
Gooners, innit? Gooners.
Red Army. He's an Arsenal fan as well, by the way. All right, boom. Yeah, we're gonna touch on the Man City game. They lost on penalties. Funny enough, Sancho missed the penalty, innit? Yeah. Out of all the people to miss the penalty.
To be fair, it was a really good save, man. Yeah. A really good save from Edison. The penalty wasn't the worst penalty I've seen. But no, I mean, look, it was a Community Shield. Obviously, there was a lot of players missing, especially for City. I thought we played quite well. We missed 2 or 3 really, really good chances, man. Rashford, he missed 2 sitters, man. Well, one was a complete sitter, and the other one was a really good chance as well. Didn't even hit the target. Well, didn't hit the target for either one of them. One off the post and the other one completely wide. But I thought Garnacho looked so good when he came on. Really excited for Ghana this season.
He's a beast.
Yeah,
he's your guy.
He's. I think he's going to do bits this season. As long as he stays injury free. It was nice to have an actual defence again, although it was Johnny Evans and Maguire at the back.
Hey, listen,
okay. And you see Onana's goalkeeper, the penalty tactics.
And it didn't work.
Didn't work. To be fair, he made one save for Bernardo Silva's penalty. But yeah,
all right, mate, calm down.
Accidents happen.
Calm down.
But I thought we made a good account of ourselves, and you know what I mean. It's just a Community Shield game. You know what it's like. If you win it, we all win in the league. If you lose, then it's just a friendly. You know what I mean?
I don't think you're looking good though.
You don't think so?
Nah. Rashford.
Why? I thought we looked really good.
Nah.
At times, anyway.
I worried
I think they looked okay.
Yeah, I think
you should be worried. Rashford don't look like he's on it this season.
Nah, but it's one game.
I think you need Rashford to be on it.
Yeah, but he was good in pre-season. He looked sharp in pre-season.
That's pre-season, bro.
No, I get it, but you're not going to be playing Man City every week. You're going to be, you know what I mean, playing other teams. Is that, you know, not at the level of City, you know. And I thought we handled ourselves up. Okay, City didn't have Foden and Rodri and Walker.
Didn't play anybody hardly.
Well,
they had a weak inside.
Yeah, they did. But it's still, like I said, it's not like we got obliterated. You know what I mean?
But that's why we'd be worried.
We had a couple of players missing as well.
It's a Man City team that's weakened. There are a lot of kids playing, few kids playing.
Yeah, they did.
You lot should have won the game.
Probably. We should. Well, like I said, we should have won the game. We were the better team. We just missed chances. If on another day we could have won at 2-3-1. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, look, the real game's this Friday, obviously against Fulham. Old Trafford, first game of the season.
Banana skin if ever I see one. Emil Smith Rowe with the
Smith Rowe, rid on me.
Cheeky brace for Emil Smith Rowe.
If he's fit.
I mean, that's got 2-0 Fulham written all over. I mean, you can see it happening. I'm not saying it from like a banter point of view. I'm just saying, like, you know, you could just see. It wouldn't surprise you if that was a score. You know, if it was like
last season maybe, but I think this season will be different. I feel like we're onto a few things this season.
There'll be a lot of goals in that. There'll be goals in that game. I reckon Smith Rowe might pinch one. I've got him in my FPL team. Did you do FPL?
Yeah, I haven't done my team yet. I'll be honest with you. I always leave
got a couple more days, mate.
Absolutely rookie mistake to make because you panic and then you just obviously make a really pony team and you're playing catch up. So, but yeah, maybe I'll have to get some tips from you guys. You seem like you're on the ball.
No, mate. No, I keep mine to myself, mate.
Not
giving anything away.
What's the wager between you two?
Nothing yet, but yeah, we might have a chat after this. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. I got a big league. Did I send it to you?
No.
Yeah, I'll send it over to you. All right, we're going to move on from the Man City game. Funny enough, speaking about Man City, they got their 115,000 charges coming soon.
115,000.
Which they're going to mostly bust case and all of them. You know, area money talks. But starting September, decision's going to be made before the season finishes. So... But then Arsenal fans are sitting. Well, I'm sitting there like, yes.
Yeah,
it's
a strange one as an Arsenal fan. Obviously, you want justice. You're bitter about the last few seasons where effectively they have cheated their way to the titles. But if they do get the points deduction, if they do, you know, start on whatever, you know, and then we win the league, everyone's going to be like, you won the league because of that.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can't help but think that will just take away from the beauty of it.
That's true. Yeah, when you put it like that. It's like Liverpool winning it in COVID, isn't it? It's like the COVID.
Asterisks.
The COVID Premier League.
Pretty harsh. But yeah, you just do it. You just do it as a rival fan, don't you? You just want to throw shade. Yeah. But yeah, Arsenal so close, and I don't want to win it that way. I just don't.
Oh, you want us to win it?
Yeah,
that's true. Same.
Well, I mean, what is the ideal scenario? What do we want out of it? You know, obviously, like, I want to win the league. I don't care how we win it. That's my personal opinion. But what is an ideal situation? What do we want to come out of these? You know, as a Man United fan as well. Like, what do you think is what do you think is fair, and how would you like it to happen?
It depends. Well, from what I'm reading, what they're guilty of, essentially, is fraud. It's fraud because what you're doing is you're saying that you've got a sponsorship deal worth 40 million when technically it's only worth 10 million. So that 30 million that you've made is all counts towards PSR and FFP. That 30 million could be the difference of getting Rodri. That 30 million could be the difference of getting Haaland. Do you see what I'm saying? The match winners, the ones that are getting you over the line. So
it's financial doping, but it's going over like so many years. Like, how far do you go back? Like, how do you?
All the way back to Mancini. All the way when they won their first title against us. No. This is not the last cup. Oh yeah, this is from like 2010, 2011. That time, and there's a lot. Like I said, 115. Okay, not all of them are major charges, but even if it's a handful, they're huge charges. Like this is major fraud that you're talking that they've been accused of. I'm not saying that they've done it, or we don't know, but at the end of the day, my understanding as well was they weren't showing emails. Why would you not show emails?
So what you're saying is
because you're hiding something.
Guardiola in jail. You don't want to point to
bring back capital punishment.
Guardiola. Bring back.
No,
it's a weird one because it's major embarrassment for the Premier League. You know, because it's meant to be the best league in the world, right? You know, the biggest brand, and
So it's like a giant black cloud over the league.
Yeah. So you're saying 2000 and
I reckon round about 2010, 2011, round about that time.
You're saying the last 13 years are just like a myth, basically. You know, it's like, and then obviously you've got the interesting force of the government's body that's coming in. You know, that's
the independent regulator that they're talking about.
Regulator. So you know, the Premier League realizes that look, these guys are on our shoulders, so we've got to show our teeth.
This is what I mean. So they're under pressure now, but rightly so, because you look at what's happened with Everton, you look at what's happened to Forest. I'm sure there's going to be other clubs up and down the divisions as well. But City are just year after year, just carry on, right? Champions League final, win it. Premier League, won it 4 in a row. It's got like something's got to happen. Either they get cleared or they get found guilty and dealt with accordingly. None of this.
Do you think they'll get relegated if they do?
I mean, look, you know, I'm wearing a Juve top actually, ironically, and that, you know, when they were really badly cheating.
Serie C they went to, didn't they?
And we had like Buffon in Serie B, and you know, that
Del Piero, and
and I actually from a distance, because I'm not a Juve fan, but as a neutral and anyone who loves football, that was kind of amazing to see and kind of cool, and the fact that the players stayed loyal.
Yeah, they did, some of them,
But they made their way back as well.
Yeah.
And then they ended up winning the league title like 10 years later or something.
Maybe we need a story like that. I'd love to see it, but you know, the Prem, you know, Guardiola. And you know, the Prem is obviously, because the Prem is a separate entity and it's such a big thing, and they don't care about the rest of the the pyramid. It's like they don't really like. You can't have Guardiola and Man City not in the Prem, so I can't see that happening.
Well, Guardiola's last season, potentially, his contract's up at the end of the year.
Well, you know,
so if things don't look good, it's not looking good, bruv. He might turn around and think, "What contract's done anyway, mate? See you later."
He's definitely complicit. He's taken. I firmly agree. Believe the rumors that he was taking. You know, because they have to find ways of cooking the books, right? And he was obviously taking, you know, however many Rolexes a month or whatever.
Hey, come on.
There's ways.
Come
of
on.
doing things. I don't know.
Come on. He ain't gonna stay there for 6 years if he's not getting looked after, mate.
Like, yeah, Guardiola's getting generational wealth. Like his family are getting money and all sorts of like that. There's some madness going on there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. But listen, like you said, it starts in September now, next month. But that's what they're saying, and then they've got a right to appeal, so it's going to go into next season as well, I reckon, potentially. Yeah, so like
I believe they'll definitely get points deducted. I don't think they'll get off scot-free. I can't see that happening. They can't. There's too much going on around. If they do, it's going to be like, oh.
Yeah,
I can't see them.
Yeah, here's one for you. If they get deducted 50 points, do they stay up?
Nah, they're gone.
50 points.
Yeah.
Well, they're averaging about 90 odd points. They're averaging about 90 odd points a season, aren't they? Late 80s to like 90 points a season. So 50 points. I reckon they will. I reckon they would. I reckon they still would. Yeah. No, but then that's tough, man. Yeah, I still think they would.
What was relegation last year? 30?
37, 38.
Well, there was like usually
we need to check that out.
45 to be safe.
No, 40 points is the golden mark. 40 points. So they would need like 9. I think by 90 points they'd be all right.
That's easy for them.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've stuck some money on City to get relegated this season. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not telling you how much, but I put a bit of money on City. Listen, I got it at 16-1, so big odds, man. So I just had a little wager on it.
They would have to be deducted 50 points.
That's fine. No. But hold on. That's just a points deduction. They could get relegated completely. They could get ousted from the league.
Okay. You're just saying from like a
If they turn around and say, right, no, it's not about points. It's you're going down. Do you know what I mean?
What did you get on that?
16-1. Nice. I'm not going to tell you which website because we're not here to promote gambling websites. But
not unless they pay us.
We're going to move on from the City. Some transfers. Solanke's gone to Tottenham. 65 million. Good signing. We reckon. Do you reckon he'll do well there, or is it going to be?
I'll take him at Arsenal. I don't know about 65 mil, but I mean, he's definitely Tottenham's level. And I'm not just saying. No, I'm not just saying that as like an Arsenal fan. I think, I think Liverpool signed him for a reason. I think they got him for a free or very cheap. Klopp did sign him, and obviously, he was behind some very big names, Firmino, Salah, etc. But I think it's a good signing. I think who else is there? It's a hard market.
It's true, man. It's true.
Right now, would you prefer, as a Tottenham fan, you reckon they would prefer Tony though?
He's a bigger name. He's in the England setup, and so therefore naturally he is deemed a better striker. But I don't know, Solanke, man, are you doing those numbers in a Bournemouth team? I think like he certainly deserves that move, and.
I got a question, but you know some players, they play good in that.
Yeah.
So in Bournemouth, he's the man. Like, just say like Tony. Tony might get a big move, and he's not the same as he is at a Brentford or, you know what I'm saying, at a lower level.
Yeah, but can I be honest with you? Spurs were creating a lot last season. They were creating a lot of chances, and now they've got a finisher. And not just that, I feel like Son was playing as almost like a false nine, number 9 last season because they didn't really have anyone else. And I feel like although he done his bit, you need Son facing play. Do you know what I mean?
Now that you said that, I'm putting Tottenham in my top 4. I was struggling with like 4th position, but like Son is wasted.
You can't put Tottenham in the top 6. You'll do that.
Yeah, I know, but like think about it. They haven't got the distraction of a serious European competition.
They have. They're in Europa League.
Oh, I thought they were in conference.
No, they're in Europa League. Yeah, because we won the FA Cup, so that means Chelsea dropped into the conference. Chelsea dropped into the Conference League. Yeah, and Newcastle got ousted completely. The barcodes.
Yeah, that was hard.
They got ousted completely.
Okay, so all right, that changes things. But like Son was wasted in the middle there, and once you get Son out on that wing again, Tottenham are going to look dangerous.
Because they had Werner playing there last season. You know what I mean? And he didn't really do a really good job. So. Yeah, but we'll see. But I think Solanke will do well. Look, he's still young enough to go and play 4 or 5 years, 6 years at the top level. Mid-20s. I think he's 24, 25.
Perfect. Now's his time.
Yeah. So
it's a bit pricey.
It is. But like you said, who's out there? Who's out there? Yeah, who's out there? There's not many.
The striker market is dead.
26. Yeah.
When was the last time? When was the last era where there was just an abundance of strikers? It's been a long time now.
Well, we had this conversation a few podcasts ago. We said there's a lack of world-class players in general nowadays in football. Yeah.
I think it's a bit down.
But my argument was that the lesser players their quality's increased. And the higher players aren't quite at the level as they were before. So it's kind of like, it's gone like that. So that's why everyone looks like they're almost on a plateau kind of thing.
Do you think also like, they were more like superstars as well? And it's kind of like a nostalgia thing as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, as we get older, I don't know how old you guys.
We're similar age.
We're similar age. Yeah.
We'll give away our ages because it's not like passwords for everything. But, those players are kind of like, it's nostalgia, and like the children of today might see those players in the same way, and like might have the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just
no. You're right. And the other thing that I will say as well, when we were growing up, football wasn't always readily available to watch. Like any game, like now you can go watch a League 2 game, a League 1 game on TV. You got all YouTube, you got all these highlights, but. I mean, we used to watch Serie A on a Sunday. Do you remember? Do you know what I mean? Channel 4 and one game. Yeah. Hey, listen, man, we got to be real. Yeah. Match of the day. You know what I mean? Sitting there watching the highlights of Match of the Day and all that. So whereas now, like, you just see so much football that. Whereas back then, a superstar was a superstar. You know what I mean? If Batistuta was playing, or if Brazilian Ronaldo was playing, or you know what I mean?
Because Odegaard's out there, you know,
top player.
Biased, but like Odegaard is at that level of some of the
I don't think so.
At what level? Hold on. One sec. Let the man speak. At what level?
Well, I think like superstar, world-class level.
I don't think so. Not yet.
I don't think he's there.
I think it's the level below.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But then it's about opinions, isn't it?
Perhaps, but no. I mean, I think he's I think he's up there, and I think if I was a 10-year-old watching Odegaard do some of the things that
he's quality. No, he's quality.
In that build-up play, I think I would be like looking at him with those rose-tinted glasses, like I would do a Del Piero or.
Fair enough. Nedved. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a good shout. Yeah, that is a good shout.
Do you think he's better than like a Ozil, for example?
Odegaard.
Oh. Gosh,
Ozil was different level, man.
Yeah.
Ozil was more but then Ozil played the peak of his career with Cristiano Ronaldo and Benzema and Bale.
No, but even his first season at Arsenal, Ozil was cold.
Yeah, he was. Ozil was a creative machine. Where Odegaard, I feel like Ozil was like the assister, whereas Odegaard's got more like the pre-assist, where he's playing players in to square it or
certainly harder work rate. Odegaard.
Yeah. But that's not hard though, is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched the Community Shield for my sofa, and I worked harder than Ozil done on the pitch. You know what I mean?
But I think in that Arteta team, you have to work hard to even play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you're not pressing and putting the ball in the bench.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The way it should be.
And also in regards to like the lack of strikers, I think it's the change of the formations over the years and the false nine and
yeah, that's true. Because a lot of teams used to play two up front. Now it's just a nine or
Solanke,
false nine.
You know, can do both. You know, he can.
He's a good player. No, Solanke's a good player.
Yeah, and he can have
mix it up
to goal.
Yeah,
so he's a good player to have.
Yeah,
he's a very good player to have.
You could sign him.
He might give them back that Kane element a bit, innit?
Potentially, yeah, potentially. It is a good signing. It is a good signing.
Certainly, finally replaced him, and I think he'll do well.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, Chelsea surprise signing Neto. That come out of nowhere.
It's a lot of money for a player that's just been quite so injury prone. He's been so injury prone.
He is quite injury prone.
They don't need him as well.
Though. We were looking at him.
I don't think Chelsea need him.
Chelsea don't need anyone.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's true. They don't. They literally don't.
I saw a meme on the internet. It's like the Chelsea team bus, and there was like 5 levels to it.
Mate, no joke. They've got 8 goalkeepers. 8 goalkeepers in the squad.
We're talking about Man City and FFP. What the hell is going on?
Yeah,
sorry, I don't know if you
Palmer,
guys know, but Cole Palmer signed a 9-year deal.
9 years?
Yeah, 2-year contract extension. Yeah, he's 2033.
Serious?
2033.
And someone made a good point to me that, okay, you know, and I said, well, look, you know, it's good. You know, you don't know when, you know, you could get injured or something. This is giving you longevity and guarantee.
Oh, yeah, for the players, it's brilliant. Yeah.
But in 5 years' time, that money is not going to be that good, you know, with inflation and the TV rights, you could argue are just going to keep going up and up.
But then they'll probably just new contract. But you know what? I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing.
So 8 years, 9 years.
Yeah, 7, 8 years.
Crystal Palace as well, but they've managed to sell like a few players like Michael Olise and whatnot. So in terms of asking price, they're able to like ask quite a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
Because of the longer deal.
It's true. Yeah.
All I'm going to say is I'm enjoying that the circus is still open.
All right.
Fantastic to see.
Do you know what? We'll do our predictions later because I just want to know where everyone sees Chelsea for next season. But yeah, we'll do our predictions later.
It's impossible to call.
It is. It could go either way, innit? New manager and
who knows what's going to happen.
I reckon it's going to be tricky for them. Especially because they got all these players now. Where's Neto going to play?
Mate, it's a mess. Yeah. That's not going to change.
You know what frustrates me when I see that? You saw Pedro Neto plays on the right
wing, yeah.
I think he can play on the left as well, to be fair, but predominantly he's right wing. But you had Noddy Madueke last season. The last 2 or 3 months, he looked really good.
Even in pre-season, he's looking.
Yeah, I've not really watched them, but there you go. Good, yeah. So he looked really good. Cole Palmer can play off there as well, although he plays predominantly as number 10. But like, they also signed that Brazilian as well, the one that's coming in, I think, in January. So where are you going to fit all these guys in? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't
know. Maybe they're lobbying.
Yeah, but Sterling's
lobbying for the rules to change, and there's going to be like more players. Like, so, you know, I don't know what they're up to. Maybe they're going to have a Chelsea B team, and they're going to like make their way through the ranks. I don't know what they're up to, but I don't know.
Because these players are coming to play football. They're not coming to sit on the bench.
Neto.
This is what I'm saying. But to be fair, he'll probably get injured after 2 weeks anyway. He'll be out for like 3-4 months, but he'll be getting his wages paid. You know what I mean? So for him, he's laughing. He's laughing. Imagine you're injury prone and you've just signed a 6, 7, 8 year deal, whatever it is. You're laughing.
And listen, you know, you're leaving Wolves. No disrespect to Wolves, but it's
a step up.
You're not going to say no. To
it's a step up, and it's London as well, isn't it?
Reckon Wolves will struggle this year?
No, I think they'll do well.
Still,
I think they'll do well. Yeah.
So Killerman.
They bought a few little players. I just think they'll do well. I watched one of their highlights. I think they slapped Leipzig 3-0, and they played some really, really good football. Their manager Gary O'Neill, mate. I reckon he could be an England manager one day. Genuinely, genuinely. If he carries on playing.
Wonders last season.
Yeah.
So under his stewardship, you have to say they'd be safe.
I think. Look, everyone tipped them last season. They played us at Old Trafford first game of the season. Everyone tipped them to get relegated.
Serious.
Mate, they completely obliterated. We were beaten 1-0 and we were so lucky.
They playing against a few teams.
Yeah.
They should have won. They got loads of chances.
Yeah. Remember how many VAR decisions went against them? Do you remember?
Oh God.
Do you remember that?
Those
5, 6, easy. All should have gone their way. Shocking, but hopefully, I say hopefully, not against us, but I'm sure they might get a lot more luck this season with VAR. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Eddie Nketiah, one of our boys, linked to Bournemouth. What do you think about that?
Makes sense. That's a great. Listen, it's a tough one. You know, obviously, you want to. I do think he's got it in him, but I just don't think that he's going to get enough minutes at Arsenal to show the players that he's going to be. And this is the perfect move for him. You know, he will be the main man, and I think it's a very similar sort of player that they're getting sort of level anyway.
I want him out, so then at least if he's gone,
He's on big wages.
I'm hoping if he goes, we get in.
What's he on? What's his wages?
We persuaded him to stay. Was it at the beginning of last season?
Yeah, last season.
Because he was potentially going on a free, so we had to offer him big money.
And
He's what was he on?
I think so, like 100. Is it
130?
Oh, really?
Definitely 120. I would say.
Wow.
I thought it's 100. So who was on 100k? Smith Rowe then. One of them got 100k, I think.
Well, all I know is that Cedric Suarez is finally gone. He was on 130k a week.
Him as well.
Making a living. Yeah. Well, we got him on a free, I think.
Imagine you're doing that. You're not playing and you're living in London. You're loving life.
We were trying to get him out earlier in Jan. He was like,
yeah, no, I'm all right.
I'll just stick around.
Released
We've got good shops here.
Do you reckon Arsenal will go for a striker last day of the season?
I don't know if it'll be an out-and-out striker, but I think if Nketiah goes, you'll go for a forward. It's someone that can play maybe inside forward or, you know what I mean, like
this is where
as a number 9.
What's his name that just left and snaked us for Man United?
The young kid.
We offered him 30k. You know, never even played a senior game. We offered him 30k a week, and we've got a wage structure. We were not going to break it. You guys offered him 60k, right?
No, 20k. 20k.
No.
Yes. No, because he was getting offered 30k at Dortmund and Bayern as well. We offered less. My understanding.
Fact check this.
Yeah, check it. My understanding. No, genuinely, my understanding is that him and his family have always been United fans. That's what I've been reading.
All
so
right,
I don't know.
It makes sense now. It's funny business.
I don't know for sure, but we offered him less than Dortmund and Bayern.
It would have been nice to hold on to an academy graduate that can score 6, 8,
goals.
10 goals a game, you know, and you know, you've got Jesus, Havertz, and him. That would have been great for me.
Well, it makes you think what conversations were, because we had this conversation last week. Sometimes it depends on the conversations that get had between the players and the club.
Yeah, I mean, he's
what assurances he's had as well.
You can't give, and fair play for Arteta not to lie.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, there's plenty of young players around that you can pick up, and you know what I mean. I'm sure progress through the team. So yeah, but we'll see.
But yeah, I don't know who we'll go for. I just don't. I don't think we have a huge amount of money. Obviously, yeah, but listen, that's going to be minimum 18 mil. I don't think we've got that sort of money at the moment.
If you look, you guys have just sold Smith Rowe for 34 million with PSR and everything. That's more than 34 million, by the way. That's what, because of it, when you include his wages and the whole packet, you're looking at 40 odd million. Yeah. And Nketiah will be roughly the same. So you're looking at 70, 80 million right there, between 60, 70 million.
How much we've spent the last 2 seasons. So,
I get that, but you will go a long way covering that with 1 or 2 sales, 2 or 3 sales. Trust me. So, and we've hit the deadline June 30th, which we mentioned a few times of PSR for the last 3 years. So this is a new 3-year stint now. So you can afford to spend this season and next season, I think.
Because apparently he was linked to like 100 million striker or something like that. I don't know how true it is.
You're talking about the Sporting Lisbon lads.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. The name's completely
go G something. I'm terrible with names.
Jokeres, yeah, Jokeres.
G something.
Yeah. He's an absolute beast, man. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see what happens. I think if he does go, we need another striker, because I think we would be okay if Gabriel Jesus wasn't injury prone. I'd say we'd be okay with Havertz and him.
You reckon? Nah. But remember, Jesus, he doesn't.
Do you know what? I genuinely, if I was you lot, I'd play Martinelli as a false 9 or number 9. I'd let him do that job for just give him a stint of games there. Honestly, and I play Trossard, Saka, and Martinelli. I'd give that a go.
I would more play Trossard through the middle.
All Trossard. Yeah, all Trossard. Yeah.
This is the thing. The way we play, like, obviously, in an ideal world, it'd be great to have one of the best strikers in the world, but they're not available. We won't want to pay that sort of money, and the way we play, we don't need that number 9.
We said last week, even City look more complete when they were playing when Haaland's not playing.
At the beginning of last season, people were calling for Arsenal to buy a striker because we weren't clicking and we just weren't. And then as soon as we started clicking as a team and playing the way we do, all of that chat went away. And
we're getting goals from all over the place.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't know why we started the season so dry of like that sort of that link up play at the top 3. I don't know why, but if we play the way that we want to play, we don't need a 9. So I don't want to buy someone for the sake of it.
That's true.
I think the Marino signing is more important.
Is he coming? Is it Marino?
I think it's done. I think.
Oh, really? Is it that advanced? Is it?
It's meant to be done.
It's been done for a couple of weeks. Apparently, he wants to come.
Okay, fairs.
But
That's a good sign.
So I don't know what the hold up is there, but yeah, if you've got him reliable to slot in next to Declan, and then you've got Partey as a backup, then we're laughing. That's the area of the
That's
pitch.
a solid midfield. Yeah, it's a solid midfield, and you got
like strength of the defense.
Yeah, your defense is sorted. Timber is Timber injured again?
He's injured again.
For how long?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's anything bad, but and Zinni's staying because he's changed his shirt number, so I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know if that's good news or bad news, to be fair.
Pre-season, he looked alright.
Yeah,
it's only pre-season, but he did look a bit decent.
He does get a tough rap, Zinni, I think, but because he's not a great defender, but he can still do bits, and he's got a great winning mentality, great experience. So
I can't stand the bloke, to be honest.
good squad player.
Oh, sorry again.
Yeah, man, trying to break the mics.
Anyway.
Me smashing the table.
Yeah. It's that kind of podcast today.
We got João Felix linked back to Chelsea. Going back to Chelsea again, should have done it a bit earlier. But yeah, what do you think about that? I think he's a baller though, man.
Yeah, I like Felix.
That time, they didn't score a lot of goals, him and Havertz, but they looked a threat. They looked very dangerous.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones when you've got such a big price tag, you can't win, and if he hasn't been smashing it, I don't know. You just expect him to play a lot better than the price tag suggests, and I just think it's an uphill battle for him.
Felix, do you know who he reminds me of? Do you remember Alexandre Pato? Do you remember?
Yeah,
he reminds the way that he's his physique, his build, the way he plays, the way he connects with the ball when he strikes it. He's got such great technique.
He's sick. He's
but
a baller.
he's technically he's brilliant. I feel like, but there's just something missing.
It's a similar story of Pato as well, in so much that he peaked at such a
but
young
Pato was
age
more
and
about injuries, though, wasn't it? He had so many injuries. He was I still remember that goal he scored against Barcelona at Nou Camp when he's breezed through the defence and then he just buried it. But he just reminds me of that kind of player. But maybe this time things will click for him at Chelsea. If he does join, we don't know.
He played good last time he came on the
No, again, I like him.
I can't imagine anywhere worse to go than Chelsea to revive your career, mate.
It's true.
He might grow some dreads.
There's not even a spot for him at the in the dressing room, mate. It's like £150 million player.
He's got to get changed in a car, innit?
Put his shorts on like this. Like it's Sunday League.
There's a lot of places that he could go, but it's just like who's going to pay his wages and who's going to pay the money, and
Chelsea.
that's what. Yeah, exactly.
All the
so
money
that's
in the
why he's
world.
going. Yeah, that's why he's going Chelsea.
They're playing
trees there apparently.
They're playing FIFA. You just buy everybody.
Yeah, they got a squad of 40-odd players. It's just ridiculous,
crazy, man.
We talk about Wan-Bissaka.
Nah.
Is that the next one? No, I'm sad, man. I'm sad.
Great signing for West Ham. Great signing. I think he's a great player.
Yeah. I like Wan-Bissaka, man. I thought he. You know what? I've never seen anyone clamp players the way that he's clamped so many players, including Mbappe. You know what I mean? He's done it to Saint-Maximin. He's done it to. Do you know? I can't even think like Mitoma. He ended Mitoma's career. But Mitoma hasn't been the same.
Going forward.
Yeah, going forward, he's very, very suspect. Very suspect.
He reminds me of me as a player. He's very good at a last-ditch tackle. That's what I specialise in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't play football for shit, but I'm
just know when to dive in.
Tackle merchant.
No, I'm
good signing for West Ham.
He is a good signing for West Ham. Yeah,
They've done bits this transfer window.
They have. They've had an excellent window, and 15 million because obviously he's in the last year of his contract. I think is a really, really good deal.
Maybe
for
they're
them.
a shout for the top four. Maybe.
Could be top six for sure. Definitely I think.
Top six,
that'll be a good shout for.
Gosh, it's hard. It's so hard. The Prem is just full of great teams. That's why that's why it is the best league in the world. It's very hard to call.
100%.
All right, boom. We're gonna move on to some predictions right now. All right.
I need to get mine ready.
Well, the Premier League winner. Who do you think's gonna win the league? That's the first one, anyway.
Right. So
give you a clue. They play in North London.
And they're
their crest is a cannon.
You guys gonna do yours first? Or you got me to?
I'll go first then. All right, my Premier League prediction. I've got Arsenal to be the winners this year. I think they'll pinch it, man. I think we'll do it this year.
It's our time.
It has to be. And I think if Arteta doesn't do it, I said this last episode, he's just like another one of your guys, Southgate.
You cannot compare.
You can. Do you know why?
Mikel Arteta to Gareth Southgate.
Why not? Because he's getting close and he's just not winning anything.
Yeah, but he's getting a lot closer than Gareth. Listen.
It's similar.
Yeah, but playing much better football.
That's what. Yeah, but England started to play better football, but they didn't win. They got to the finals. They got to the semis, but they're not winning anything. And we're doing exactly the same
thing. But
thing.
Arteta is a natural born winner. He, even in his playing career, he's got a career of medals, both as a player and an assistant manager. So that's the difference,
What did he win as a player?
FA Cup a couple of times.
He's won the FA Cup with
Jesus, and a serial winner, yeah?
Let me ask you a question. So when is enough then for Arteta?
I mean, thank goodness we didn't get rid of him when people were calling for his head.
Were you Arteta out back then? Be honest.
No, God, no.
At the time, the first year or two.
Hand on my heart. No.
Yeah, Fairs, yeah.
I was very much Wenger in, and I just thought that was disgraceful the way AFTV chased him out the door, but he completely changed the culture, and that squad was a mess that he inherited.
Yeah, it was.
It takes time.
It was.
Now look at where we are. Now that he's had a chance to really refine that and get the players in that he wants, and he's about 2 signings away from winning the league. I think he will win the league this season. That is my prediction, regardless of what happens with City, whether nothing happens to them. But I just think, I know this sounds very bitter, but they draw the lines right against Brentford on the VAR.
Oh, we go.
We've won the league. It's as simple as that. It's such fine margins, literally margins.
They draw the lines correctly, and you ain't even beating Man United in that game of the season, mate. So, I mean, but that's another conversation.
So wait, all right, cool. So how long do you give him then? We don't win a league this year. We don't win anything this year.
I think if you are as close as you were, where you're the last day of the season, you're still in with a chance of winning the league. You can't ask for more than a manager, and it's rotten luck, and it's like you're so close. Like, come on, it's
I agree.
Basically, joint. Like, you'd be mad to you're not Real Madrid. Like I love my club, and I think it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. But you can't be arrogant and be like Real Madrid and be like, you didn't win it, so get out the door.
No, but it's back to back, and we don't win
seconds. Back-to-back seconds. And let me tell you something now. You stick with Arteta and you keep backing him, he will win the Champions League or the Premier League in the next 2-3 years.
So you're giving him
100%.
So you're giving him 2-3 years more, regardless of anything.
If he finishes, as long as he's finishing second and the players are out there and we're proud of them and we're happy and we've been robbed a couple of times in a VAR decision or there's been some dark arts from other teams, I'm sticking with Arteta.
All right, cool, fair enough. So who you going with? Prem prediction? You got Arsenal then, yeah?
Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Tottenham for my top 4.
Just top 4 as well. All right,
my top 4.
Frank?
Yeah, I've got Arsenal to win the league as well.
You got Arsenal as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Arsenal to win the league.
We need a button on here for that.
We even got
Do the joke button.
I don't know which one it is. I only pressed those 2.
And my top 4.
Yeah, what's your top 4?
Is Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Man United. I have to, man. I have to. Listen, I've seen enough. It's
bad times.
It's a long
if you
season.
Can't back your team for 4th. It's bad times.
Look, like I've said, with United, things are changing, and I can see it. And I don't expect us to compete for another year or 2, at least. Yeah. But in 2 or 3 years, I promise you now, you will see a different Man United. Ooh. Bookmark this, man. Yeah. Bookmark this.
It's the same journey. Like you're on the start of the journey that Arteta was. It takes time. Like there was a rot. There was a rot at the club. Like there was inflated wages. Even stuff like he's doing in the background. I know it's sad to see people lose their jobs. No one wants to see that, but it's all part of that culture.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You've got a base that everything City that are focused on is winning. Everything that they do is not coincidence. It's based on winning. Everything at Man United for the last 10, 11 years has been on making profit. So they can't even see that success on the pitch means success off it. They can't see that. These guys can, and these guys know. That's why we've changed so many people, and I don't want to keep talking about the same thing over and over again, but that's why it's not a coincidence, because what will happen eventually, when you change everything, you weed out the weak. So you start to see where you're going wrong. If there's a lot going wrong, where do you start? You don't know where to start.
When you're getting rid of Anthony.
But you're right. But this is what I'm saying. You weed out the weak.
That is one of signings in 100% Premier League era.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
United.
Yeah.
He was saying about Pepe last episode. That's the Arsenal.
How bad was Pepe?
No, I back Pepe. No. Pepe.
But you can't tell me it was a successful
Pepe
signing.
Was a scapegoat. No, it wasn't a successful signing, but no, there was a bit of corruption going on there. There was that Sinola guy who came over from Barcelona. There's a bit of dodginess about that deal where Pepe it was an inflated price.
Someone
pocketed some money.
Even
Pepe cost 72.
Listen, even the fans on the Instagram, they're getting on to you. They say, what's this guy talking about?
Mate, you should see Pepe's stats.
He was
No,
good.
I'm not having it. Pepe was not a good
was
player.
good.
He wasn't a good player. Not for 72 million. Come on, man.
He was good though. He wasn't mess.
Yeah, but exactly. It's only because of the price tag. But you pay 52 million for that guy. That was a good signing.
Yeah, but you didn't. That's what I'm saying. The fact of the matter is you didn't.
Anthony's stats.
Listen, I'm not. Don't involve Anthony because I'm telling you he was crap as well. I'm agreeing with you. Leave him alone. He needs some milk. Listen, it's not even about that. He's just awful. I'm agreeing with you, but like objectively, Pepe was a bad signing as well. He wasn't a good bit of business.
And we paid too much for Pepe.
Right. Listen, I'm not getting into this again.
I would have liked to have seen Pepe stay, to be honest, and get a chance in
this squad. How we play now? Same
he holds the ball too long. Anyway, that's another story.
All right, my top four is Arsenal. I got Liverpool second, City third. I'm going Villa fourth. What?
City third?
Yeah, because of the points thing.
Okay.
If they don't get 100 points deducted,
that's an interesting.
If it's 10 points deducted, or you never know. I reckon if they
fair.
get 10 points,
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you looked at a different angle. Okay, fair enough.
So I'm going City third, and then Villa. I reckon Villa will do well this year. Actually,
I think they'll struggle because of the Champions League. I don't know if they'll squad because
I have to agree with you.
Yeah, listen, Villa will do well. Don't get me wrong. But with the Champions League, it's not like the Europa League where you can play, or the Conference League where you're playing sort of lesser teams where you can throw in 2 or 3, B players.
But the new format means that you do have a chance as a Premier League team to qualify with sort of 2 games to go.
True. But listen, you're going to be playing big teams.
Yeah,
you're going to be playing big games. You're not going to want to be leaving Ollie Watkins on the bench because you've got potentially Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Or you've got Bayern Munich,
of course, and also regardless of who you're playing, the whole end have been waiting.
Yeah, exactly,
for a very long time.
exactly.
Big
so it's going to be first team, and then when the nitty gritty comes along, when the Christmas period comes along, and you've got, well, to be fair, the Champions League stops just before Christmas period, but like November when you've got it's getting cold and you've got 3 games in midweek, you've got City away, and then you've got Bayern at home, and then you've got Everton
and
away.
I mean, they've made a fair few signings, right? But it takes a while for that all to gel. So I think
who did sign Ross Barkley or no?
Yeah, I think the only way is up for Villa, and I think Emery's done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
The season after this,
Well, let's see. Listen, if I was a Villa fan, I'd be super excited. And I know one of my mates is a Villa fan, and he is super excited. So, shout out, Dino.
Yeah. Enjoy the ride, mate.
Yeah, 100%.
Great times. It just didn't work out with Emery at Arsenal, but what a manager, and smashing it.
He's doing well. They're doing well. We've got some Premier League relegation predictions. Who do you think will go down this season?
I'm going to say Southampton.
Yeah.
I'm going to say... Oh gosh, my mind's gone blank now. I think maybe Everton. I think it's
That's what I've got as well.
How many times can they? Can they? And Brentford. Those are my 3.
Oh, Brentford, yeah.
Brentford, yeah.
I think especially if Ivan Toney goes, it's how long can they kick that can down the road? That's my 3 there.
They're struggling to make signings. All their deals are collapsing as well. Brentford, man. I feel bad for them. Honestly, every time.
They've got the money, obviously I want to see Brentford do well, local team to us, but they just haven't got that fan base. They're just not a big enough club, and I think if Ivan goes, because obviously their replacement's injured, long-term injury, right? They have replaced him, and he's injured.
Who's the replacement?
I can't remember his name now. No, but basically, Ivan Toney might stay because this guy is injured.
I feel like Toney might stay. I actually feel like he might. But remember, they've still got 1 or 2 good players, man. I feel like Mbeumo was missing for a lot last season, and he's a very, very important player for them. He's a goal and assist machine for them, man. He does bits for them. So anyway, but yeah, if you think Brentford, Everton, and
I just don't think Southampton have got much going for them. I think Everton, it's all up in the air for them. It's just turmoil. It's just turmoil there, and that does have an effect. They did great to get out of it. But who are yours? Sorry.
I've got Leicester to go down, Ipswich, and I had Wolves.
Did you have Wolves?
You changed your mind though.
That's why I closed the laptop. It's like, better put that away.
I disagree with you on Ipswich. I think that
they got a good manager.
Ian McKenna would not have turned down apart from it is a circus, but
Kieran.
Kieran. Thank you. He wouldn't have turned down that job if he didn't know what he was doing and he didn't think he had a good.
They got a plan. I
reckon they might struggle on it. It's gonna be.
They'll struggle.
This year's gonna be competitive. All right, we're gonna jump into who you guys think the top goal scorer will be this season. Should we do one with minus Haaland? Might make it more interesting off the top of your head.
I didn't think of anyone minus Haaland. No, I'm joking. I've got a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do one minus Haaland because.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. I mean, last season, like, I can't remember, like there was quite a few people in very similar numbers, and as I said, it's all about that style of play, like that sort of false nine, and the formation sort of lends to more of the team scoring goals. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Arsenal see so much change across like between the goals. You know, it's got to be a City or an Arsenal player because.
You reckon Arsenal plays in there? Top goals, second goals.
Maybe Saka. I mean, Saka's numbers are just like improving. Like,
but is he gonna get 20+ goals? I can't see that.
Takes the pens.
Yeah,
maybe.
You reckon?
I mean, it just keeps going up and up and up every season.
I'm more thinking Solanke if he kicks on at Tottenham.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going. Well, obviously we all. I take it we all went for Haaland initially, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we want to mix it.
I'm sorry, I was just so undecided. Like,
not even Haaland.
I just think I haven't. I just couldn't pick. I just think it's a real hard one to call. Like,
well,
I know it's the whole point. Is like I've got to pick one.
Yeah.
And say what I think, but yeah, I mean, I guess like if someone had to put a gun to my head, I would say Haaland. But I just I don't think it's cut as that, man.
Again, I feel like it would be Haaland, but. If not Haaland, I'm going to go with Isak from Newcastle.
Good shot.
Yeah, I feel like he'll. You know what it is? They've got no European football, Newcastle. So if he stays injury free, I reckon he'll slap in a good sort of 20-25 goals a season, at least. I reckon potentially. Well, let's say 25 goals if he stays injury free.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
It is Haaland though, isn't it? But
but it's going to be Haaland.
I think that's a much better way to do it. Yeah. No, Isak's a really good shout. I think he's a fantastic player, and that's who I wanted to sign at the beginning of the transfer window. At the end of last season,
but they want about 100 mil for him now, don't they? They paid about 60, didn't they? They paid about 60 for him. Yeah.
Isak is where he can play out to the left, so that's. Kind of versatile.
But you want him at the 9. Yeah. He pulls out a bit like Mbappe, Henry when he pull out and cut inside and slapping. He's such a good player.
Of Henry with his finish actually.
Yeah.
That's why he needs to come to Arsenal, get the number 40. Come on.
We'll look after you.
All right, we've got a team to watch this season. Team to look out for.
I'm going to go with Ipswich. I think they really took the Championship by storm. The fact that he stayed, the manager, remind me of his name. Sorry, I've got to say.
Kieran McKenna.
Yeah, Kieran. Thank you.
Ex-Man United coach.
Yes, yeah. The button's been done. No, I think that they. I don't think he would have stayed if he didn't think like, they're going to give it a really good go, and I hope that they play the same football. I know, when teams do come up and they do that, they get found out. But I think they'll be exciting to watch, and it's just nice to have them back. I remember when as a young kid, 93.
Do you remember the sticker album with Ipswich logo?
That shiny sticker of the horse back. With the
I remember that. It's all right, man. It's all right.
It's not all right.
But the only thing I was going to say is, with Ipswich, I agree with what you're saying, but I'd like to hope that they've learnt from Burnley's lesson from last season, because Kompany tried to play the same way with Burnley as they did in the Championship, and we said this last week as well. They got obliterated, man, especially for the first half of the season. So they need to adapt their game slightly, be a bit more physical, because a lot of the time Burnley, technically they were good, but physically they were just getting beat to everything. So, but Ipswich is a decent shout, to be fair. Would you reckon? Who's your surprise team?
West Ham.
Yeah. Well, it's because of the signings, really, isn't it? And because they've still got.
But it could go left. Sometimes these players, they sign all these teams. Sorry, they sign all these players, and then it just doesn't gel. It don't go to plan.
And there's a lot of pressure on the manager to play in a certain way, because I thought it was disgrace the way Moyes was treated.
Yeah, I agree. He won him a trophy and everything. Yeah, I agree.
How can you bring him a European trophy and then you're calling for his head the next
shocking,
year?
Yeah.
Like, who do you think you are? Like, obviously, like West Ham is a very prestigious, like, traditional club, but come on, that was ridiculous.
Sometimes you've got to look at your competition as well. It's not your club is your club, but you've got to look at who you're competing against. Realistically, if you're not trying to get Champions League, Arsenal for the last 2 years have been a shoe-in. City have been an absolute shoe-in, and probably Liverpool as well. So there's only really one other place for grabs. You know what I mean? So
very hard, tricky to get.
Do you see? And they qualified for the Europa League a couple of times.
When they were calling for Moyes' head, they were like 7th. It's like who like. Look at the teams above
I know,
you, and
I know.
like,
and they had a few injuries at that point as well. At that point in time, so
that's one of the worst treatment of a manager I've ever seen. That was ridiculous.
Who's your
I've gone for Newcastle.
What? to watch.
Yeah, because they've got no European football, so I actually feel like Newcastle could break into that top 4. Genuinely.
Oh, you reckon they might make it?
I don't think they will because I've given you my top 4 predictions, but like Newcastle, if they finish 4th, 5th,
around that.
Yeah,
around that 50,
I wouldn't be surprised. As I said, no European football is a big deal. When last season, the season before they looked really, really good. Last season they started off okay, and then they got a lot of injuries.
Loads of injuries.
A lot of
We're
injuries.
See that with Villa this season, you know.
This is what I mean.
Have
So
a very similar season.
Newcastle, I feel like because of the lack of games in terms of Europe, they should be all right. And Anthony Gordon is going to be unbelievable. Trippier will be back. Isak's there. Bruno Guimaraes they've held on to. They're going to get. It looks like they're going to get Mark Gahey as well. So they're adding to their squad. They're strengthening. They've got a really, really good side. Livramento, if he can stay injury free, looks like a top 4-back play, left back and right back. And I rate Newcastle, and I feel like they'll do some damage in the league next season, potentially.
Eddie Howe's probably like going to be on that short list if it's like this whole like
for England,
just a caretaker. Yeah, it's just a caretaker.
Yeah. Well, until then, we don't know.
Yeah.
Until then, we don't know.
No,
so
I think that's a good shout. It was fantastic watching them the season before last. And,
yeah,
and for
they were
of
good.
Last season.
Yeah.
It was really
that PSG game in the Champions League. Was it 4-1? 4-1?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
that was great.
It was a good watch.
All right, we got a player to watch out for this season. Start with you, Marco.
Player to watch out for this season. I'm going to go with Solanke.
Okay, Fez.
Yeah, I think like he's got the move that he deserves. You know, he probably shouldn't have even been a Bournemouth in the first place. And yeah, I think he's gonna, you know, show everyone what he's made of this season.
Frank,
Garnacho.
Press the button.
you gotta get
this one, yeah.
Listen, Garnacho.
Good.
He's going to explode this season. That's if he can stay injury free. Listen, he's hero CR7, and he's played in our national team with Messi, so his idols are like elite.
He's a beast.
Yeah, and I just feel like he started off at left wing. He was playing left wing, but I feel like he's found his position on the right now. And just from that goal against City and the Community Shield, you can tell that he knows what he's doing with his left foot now. So he's an absolute monster, that kid.
It looks like he's getting better, though.
He's getting better, and he's so athletic. He's so physically strong. You know what I mean? As well. Say that again.
That goal.
The bicycle kick. Yeah, he's got that audacity about him. You know what I mean? Which I love.
His one or Rooney's?
Garnacho.
Yeah.
Garnacho. I'll say.
He's like going.
It's the way that
he's going backward. Yeah.
Rooney was from almost a standstill, whereas Garnacho's going to, and then he's
I've got a different kind of player to watch this year. I've got Jacob Murphy.
Why would you go with Jacob? That's so random.
I don't know. I like him as a player. You know, I think he's quite sick.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, but he's been around for a while. But
I don't know.
That's
But
what we're here for, man.
Opinions.
play.
The second one's a good one.
No, Smith Rowe, but that's just. I don't know. I like to think out of the box. You know what I mean? I like to come different.
Yeah, but this isn't.
Garnacho's a bit. You know Garnacho what he's about.
Yeah, but I'm talking
I like
about
Jacob
a player that's gonna like wow everyone like throughout the season.
I think he's gonna score a lot of goals and get a lot of assists. This year.
Jacob Murphy.
All right, yeah. How much is it?
What are we betting though?
£20.
For what though?
That he'll score more goals than who? That's a good.
Then Garnacho. No, he's not gonna do that. Surely.
Yeah, I'll beat you that.
What? Jacob Murphy will get more. Mate, I'm happy. Are you sure you only want 20 on that?
No, goals and assists. You get more.
No.
Come on, let's.
So what happens if one gets more goals and one gets more assists? No, wait.
the
The total goals and assists. Yeah. 100%.
Alright, cool.
100%. That's light work. Yeah.
All right. Everybody witness this?
Yeah.
100. Yeah.
Alright,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Tell me
All right,
what.
fair enough.
It's the easiest bet I've had all decade.
Hope he gets a broken leg in the third joking.
Wow.
I'm only joking.
Yeah,
I know
you might
we're
want to cut
joking.
that out.
I'm only joking.
Hold on 1 second. I've got this list first.
What's that? Fire on.
Yeah. Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Right. Do you want to tell them what's going on?
All right, we're going to do Marco's fire on. It's going to be some legendary old school players first, and then we're going to jump into some Arsenal players.
You want to do that one first?
What you got?
So I got the Arsenal one.
I got a different one. I've done a different Arsenal one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
We're going to jump in with the legendary players first.
All right.
We might show our age a bit. All right, Buffon or Schmeichel?
Buffon.
Cannavaro or Maldini?
Maldini.
John Terry or Rio Ferdinand?
John Terry.
Cafu or Dani Alves?
Cafu.
Marcelo or Roberto Carlos?
Roberto Carlos.
Modric or Kroos?
Modric or
Kroos.
Kroos.
Modric.
Xavi or Iniesta?
Oh, that's a harsh one. Why are you doing me like that? Iniesta.
Yeah, baller. Zidane or Ronaldinho?
Why? That's not even a nice thing to ask me. Why you gotta ask me that? I have to say Ronaldinho, but like, please forgive me, Zidane. That is just that did not feel nice.
Tevez or Aguero?
Tevez was just such a beast, man. But bloody hell, Tevez. I'm gonna go Tevez.
KDB or Kaka?
Kaka.
No, this one.
Makelele or Kante?
Makelele.
Really?
It's a hard one, isn't it?
Oh, no, that's fine.
So many of my answers are just so like
that's fine. Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You
Fair
know,
enough.
But like, yeah, I mean, Makelele didn't win the World Cup, did he?
Yeah, no, I don't think he did.
Squad?
No,
okay,
he wasn't.
Well, for that reason, you have to go Kante. Yeah, so yeah, I'm changing my answer.
Van Nistelrooy or Drogba?
Drogba.
Van Nistelrooy is prolific, you know.
Yeah, he was, but I hated him.
You reckon?
Yeah. But Drogba, like, you know, for the years that Arsenal struggled, he just literally terrorised us, man. So like, horrible. I have to pick him because he just buoyed us.
Shearer or Kane?
Shearer,
yeah. All right, we're gonna move.
What are we saying? What is this? A popularity or like ball?
No, it's just like
just
pure football. Yeah, I mean,
a bit of everything.
You like as a player.
Yeah,
and just
I mean, they're at the same level. That was not an easy. Like, you have to give kudos to Kane, absolute baller, one of the greatest.
All right, we're gonna move on to some Arsenal questions. Jans Lehmann or David Seaman?
David Seaman,
boyhood
hero.
Ben White or Sagna?
Bakary Sagna.
Yeah, Ben White.
Party or song?
Song. I loved Song. Traders, though. He was sick. Some of those passes.
Song was cold. You meant Barcelona, didn't you?
Yeah.
Vieira or Rice?
Vieira.
For now,
yeah, okay.
Rice is going to be a legend. Bellerin or Zinchenko?
Bellerin, easy.
You reckon?
Yeah, man.
I think they're similar, you know. I think they're very similar.
Bellerin's vibes for you, lot, innit? That's what it is.
Yeah, but like, I've got good memories with Bellerin.
That's what I'm saying. It's vibes.
Like, trophies, it's vibes. Yeah, you know, it's that. I answered that in a non-footballing way. Yeah.
All right, Ramsey or Wilshere?
Wilshere.
Yeah. All right, cool. Gabriel or Koscielny?
Gabriel, man, screw Koscielny, mate.
Koscielny was hard, man.
Yeah, it was hard, but he's done some stupidness with like the shirt thing. Do you remember when he left us? He took the Arsenal shirt off and like threw it.
You lot have been violated. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was
you lot have been royally violated.
No, that doesn't happen till we're back, baby. We're back.
Alright, Cazorla or Ozil?
Cazorla. Yeah, he's got my heart. An absolute little magician. What a legend.
He's a baller. Perez or Saka?
Saka. Yeah.
Nasri or Odegaard?
Odegaard, easy, mate.
Nasri was levels, man. Nasri. Yeah, see, again, he violated you lot, that's why.
Yeah, okay.
Nasri was a pagan, but Nasri was a baller.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget that goal against Man United, that 2-1 where he just like literally, I nearly did it. He just, literally skinned everyone. That was like,
he's a quality player.
He scored a brace that game. Yeah, that was great. That was like 2006, wasn't it? That was amazing. But he snaked us, mate. No snakes are getting the nod from me.
I got two snakes together now. Van Persie or Sanchez. They both went to East Club as well.
Yeah. When you're big, you're big.
Whatever.
I mean, I've got so many good. I mean, that's so hard. Both snakes is to the snake pace. Both incredible footballers, but I'm gonna go Sanchez. Sanchez was a beast, man, and won some trophies with us. And he wanted to come back. He regretted it. He regretted it so badly. He went to his agent.
Robin didn't.
And he was like, "Can we rip up the contract?" That's a true story, mate. So I forgive him.
It's all right.
And then the final one, two of the legends, Henry or Ian Wright. What legend for me,
Ian Wright.
No.
Sorry. Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry. Yeah, that was mean. Yeah. That was very mean of you. Yeah. I thought I was a guest.
Listen, man, they gave me Cantona or Rooney when I first didn't turn up. So that was the hardest.
I mean, that's the whole point of the game, I guess. And some difficult questions asked.
Personal. Who you like?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I one more actually. Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Messi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on, say
Fairs.
something.
No.
I don't think that. I don't think that question should be asked. But like, if you have to answer it, I think Messi is.
Why not? Why shouldn't it be asked?
Because I think they're both like in their own rights, like two of the greatest to have ever played the game, and I think it's very harsh to compare them to each other.
So what about Pele or Maradona? Same.
Maradona.
But
He was a better footballer. Was a better footballer. But
Pele won a World Cup at 17.
Like, you know, if you're looking at yeah, exactly. Like, who's won the World Cup? Messi. Who's won the World Cup? Maradona. Oh, sorry, Pele won the World Cup many times, and at the age of 18. Yeah. But like, yeah, you have to pick Messi. Like, he is a baller, but like,
Top baller.
Ronaldo's a beast, mate. Those numbers are ridiculous.
Dunked on you lot a few times, didn't he?
Oh yeah, good few times. He didn't actually say the name, so yeah. But yeah, no, Messi.
Yeah, Messi all day.
Fairs.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up. Time's up. Thank you for coming on the show, Marco.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, man.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Are we gonna get an Arteta song?
Yeah, so an Arsenal song is something that I've been working on for quite some time, and it's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a space that was vacant before Angel came along, and now that that's there, it's got to be better than that, which is a big ask because it's the song that's sung in the stadium. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not rushing the Arsenal song. It's got to be right.
All right, cool.
Fairs.
No problem. If you ever do a Man United song, let me get on there pressing the blue.
DJ just at the bar like that. All right, it's a deal.
Yeah, it's nice having you on, man.
Yeah, thanks very much, Jack.
Everybody, that was the On The Bench podcast. Hope you like, subscribe, comment below. Where can they find you on your socials and that as well, bro?
Yeah, at the half.timers is where you find us. And yeah, we'll be bringing out a song every single England tournament, but you'll see us do some stuff before then, so check it out.
No problem. Frankie, you're only on Twitter, ain't you?
Just on Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. And he runs the Man United Instagram as well. He should do.
Admin.
He should do. But yeah, lads, hope you enjoyed that. That was On The Bench podcast. And everybody, see you next week. Bye-bye.
Cheers.